This is Chelsea Schaefer, and this is Season 4 of The Score. You all have listened to this podcast 750,000 times, and we are here in Season 4 to bring you even more of what you love.
Hey Team Ropers, it is Caitlin Gustav on this bonus episode of The Score brought to you by roping.com. Today we have a special guest and one of our roping.com coaches, Nora Huntley. She's a coach and a sports consultant and a roper in her own right. She's pretty sweet. So on this episode, Nora is talking about all of she's given you all the tips and techniques that you can use to become more successful as a roper and a person in your own right. So you don't want to miss this episode. If you had the chance to learn from some of the best roping legends in the world, wouldn't you? With a subscription to roping.com, you'll get private access to everything roping from powerful female ropers like Larry D. Guy and Nora Huntley. Plus, we've recently added 26-time world champion Trevor Brazil, 2-time world champion Patrick Smith, and leading roping industry horse trainer Miles Baker to our lineup. Reach the next level in your roping. Subscribe to roping.com today and use promo code THESCORE15 for 15% off your membership. That's THESCORE15 for 15% off. Join today.
Hi, I'm Nora Huntley with roping.com. I wanted to share some tips and techniques for you to become more successful. So the first is focus. If you can begin each practice with focus and ask yourself, what is my goal for this practice? And practice on purpose. I think you're going to get way more bang for your buck. Being prepared, having a plan for what you're going to try to execute before you run every steer. I think that's hugely important. Also, using rituals that you create and practice at home in competitive situations. For example, goal setting, focus, visualization, positive self-talk or affirmations. Practice these things at home so that when you get to a competitive environment, you're very familiar with them and more confident. So for example, positive self-talk. When the negative self starts talking, questioning your ability, when you feel the nerves come on, the butterflies show up, to affirm to yourself that you're ready, you've got this. Use I statements. So to use an I statement, I've got this, I'm ready, open the chute, I've got this handled. Also, using habits created in the practice pen, your horsemanship, your body posture, your horse position, scoring, the speed of your swing, your handle, sitting up in your delivery, all things that you practice in the practice pen, use them in competitive situations as well. Having good energy. This includes thinking positive, surrounding yourself with positive and supportive people. These are choices that we make. The more we practice these choices, the more natural they become to us. Being aggressive. I often use this idea myself, especially when the butterflies show up, especially when I get nervous, say in a short round. I counter my nerves with being aggressive, swinging hard, getting really focused on executing my game plan. Learning to apply coping skills that a sports psychology consultant can share with you, that you can learn in personal development books to counter negativity, nervousness, and unhelpful thinking. If you practice these skills, you'll get better at them. They'll happen, your response will be more natural by using and applying coping skills. Here's my favorite, expecting good things to happen. When you fill out that entry ticket, expect something good to happen. Go into this situation knowing and anticipating that you're going to make a personal best performance, that you're going to come out on top, that you're going to reach your personal process goals. Hang around with good people. hang around with winners, hang around with people that are positive. That's going to hold you accountable to think positive. You're going to feel better as a result, and that positive energy is going to be exchanged nicely in those types of relationships. Here's another. I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I really think having faith and surrendering the outcome is a big deal. If I've done all my homework at home, I've practiced my mental toughness strategies, my work ethic is strong, and I've put in the physical practice, I've conditioned my animals, I've taken into account my nutrition, my conditioning, my hydration. Now I'm going to turn it over to something bigger than myself. Having faith, trusting, having fun, not being tied to an outcome has helped me be way more successful. Being accountable, reliable, responsible for our thoughts, our feelings, and our behavior. Just remember, somebody is always watching you. They're always watching me, and I am far from perfect. I've made millions of mistakes, but I think it's really important to be a positive role model for others because we're being watched all the time. Balance being focused and being aggressive. I think that's a real key thing. It's helped me achieve a lot of different goals in my life. I hope you enjoy some of these tips and techniques. I hope you'll stay tuned for more information at roping.com.
Thank you all for listening to this episode. I know I really got a lot out of this episode with Nora Huntley. So thank you, Nora, for being one of the most outstanding female coaches in the industry and for roping.com. You guys, don't forget, if you're loving these bonus episodes on the weekends, let us know. Leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts at. And while you're at it, while you're online or just on your phone searching through stuff, sign on over to roping.com and get an all-access membership today. That's the Score 15 for 15% off your membership.